All right, so another member has asked for a site critique. So we're going to get into this so we're not wasting any time. I love working in markets like this because this is what it's all about. I've been in the baby market now since 2009, and I've built out some very big list because what you have to understand is once you hook a parent and provide value to them and give them good offers, good solid products, you've got a parent, after they've made at least two buys with you, you've got a customer literally for life. So with these lists that I have built, and they're very big lists in these particular markets, I've been able to sell. And let me backtrack here. I actually was in Australia twice for my good buddy James Schramko event for Fast Web Formula back in the day. And I actually revealed a couple of the niche markets that I was in with this particular vertical, which is the baby market. And I explained to people if you can capture one or two sales, you've got a customer for life. So what I did in the markets that I was in and still in, we were in markets of the baby formula markets. So I was an affiliate for baby formula coupons because you have to understand baby formula is extremely expensive. So if you can provide baby formula coupons and giveaways and sweepstakes, and you can build a niche around it, you've got a parent for life because those babies, they turn into infants. Then the infants turn into toddlers. The toddlers turn into little kids. The little kids turn into schools, going into grade 1, grade 4, grade 6, and you have a customer for life, literally. So the markets that I'm in, other than baby formula market, we sold and still do sell baby strollers, baby system, complete baby system strollers. We sell baby bottles. We sell all sorts of stuff in the little kids market. So we sell dresses for girls, all that kind of stuff. So there's lots of verticals to get into this market. So I love stuff like this. This is a member site here. So I'm going to go through this. I love the way this site is set up. Now, as far as for a conversion standpoint, you have to understand who your market is and who you're trying to target. So we're going to get into that in a second. But from an aesthetics please, the way it looks on desktop now, as I'm looking through it, it's very clean. It's very, the color scheme is on point for who you're targeting. I know a lot of moms are going to be coming to this site, a lot of adults. So I would think that this targeting, and yes, men buy stuff too, but the way the color scheme is set up, it's very feminine. It's very, it's targeted for women, which is a really good thing with their kids. So really good, abundant color scheme. I like that. And as you can see here, mom's reading to the little girl here. So I like the way this is set up. You see another little girl here, and a little girl over here reading the books on top here. So predominantly moms and their little children. So I like the way it was all formatted out. I like the way it's cool. The author puts his face up here, which is a good thing because it enhances their credibility that they're a trustworthy source. And I like how they structured their copy here, author, poet, and illustrator. Once again, this is pandering and this is attracting the female side of the marketplace. This is really good stuff. I like this. So let's go into About Me section. So I won't take too long with this. And what I would suggest is have a look at this site on mobile. Make sure it's mobile adaptive. So it's not so much as mobile friendly, it's mobile adaptive. So Basically, what you want to make sure is you want to make sure that if someone's going from mobile to desktop, the pages are going to translate that and they're going to flow in a very good manner. So what that basically means is the all the images are optimized not on the actual website itself. You should always have your images optimized off on another server or running through Amazon or Rackspace or a third party, a verified service, so that the images load quickly. So depending on where your prospect is inside of the world, it's loading from their local data server. So it loads really quickly from desktop to mobile. So just keep that in mind here. So the about offer, I like this, consistent with the theme. This is a very nice site. Let's go to books. So I would say to this member that they should look at the load speed of their website because it's loading very slow for me. So you want to definitely pick that up a little bit. Adventures of the Brave Scene. List building, that's good. Find out more. So again, I'm looking at this from an aesthetics value, looking at the funnel. Now this is all on Amazon, so this is an Amazon site I'm looking at here. So they're selling on Amazon as well. So a lot of their traffic, I would optimize all of your stuff on Amazon first and make sure once you've optimized everything on Amazon that you definitely make sure you're bringing people back to your website and you're heavy on your website. You're talking about your website. You're doing articles, videos inside of Amazon that pull back to your website. I like this stuff here. Not sure what this arrow is for here, so maybe if you're pointing or having an arrow with something down here, you'd want to make sure there's a call to action with that arrow, or are you just trying to get them to fill out this poster? Yeah, okay. So what I would do here is when you're looking at this arrow here, this should be a conversion point right here. So when someone clicks on this arrow, which I should have been able to do, should open up into a light box feature where they can automatically fill out their name and their email address so you can capture them because they may not know what to do. Good. Let's see more stuff. Okay. So this is the drop down menu here. So what I would do here is I would have calls to action inside of this here because this rainbow, children's rainbow, when they click on this, this is great, by the way. What they should be able to do is another light box should pop out in the center here where if you want them to order this or you want them to do something with this, they should have another little micro call to action inside of here so that when they click on that image, something happens. You want them to do something. Always get your customer to do something. The more you get them to click, the more sticky your website is going to be. The longer they stay on your website, and it's a website like this, the more they're going to explore. They're going to take some type of an action that you want them to take. They're going to bookmark this site. They're going to come back to this site. This site is going to be, should be a go-to site for them, or i.e. an authoritative site. So on all these images here, you should have a call to action. You want them to do something. So again, like I said here, this is loading very slow. So you've got to look at the optimization for all your images, all your lightbox features here. So that's something you might want to get with a programmer with before you start to drive some big traffic to the website, because if you don't fix this now, you're going to have major issues with conversion down the road once you get the site up and running. So let's go to rooms. Yeah, it's just loads very slow. So that'd be my biggest thing to say for you is to get this website get this website optimized. Get all your images, all your JPEGs, PNGs, everything all optimized. Get it off of the actual website itself so the images load somewhere else, so it loads super quick. Your site's not bogged down. Yeah, see, as I'm clicking on stuff, it's the... Okay. So as you can see here, everything is just loading super slow. So again, I cannot stress this enough. You got to get this fixed up before you start driving any type of traffic. But other than that, the site is, it's a very good site. I love it. I love stuff like this. So let's take a look at your Facebook page here. Oh, interesting. So it doesn't actually go to Facebook. So what I would suggest that you do, and this is something you're going to have to split test. So I would split test these two pages because sometimes you may not want the parent to go back to Facebook. But if you've got that out there and this is the conversion path that you're trying to get people to go to, it may be good to test it because you don't want them going to Facebook and then all of a sudden they're gone and they're on Facebook and now they're looking at other stuff and it kind of, but at the same time, if you're leaving that out there as a conversion aspect, like I just did, I didn't know. I'm clicking on it. I'm expected to go to the Facebook and look at your fan page and get logged in and to get hooked up, right? To like your fan page or whatnot. So try and get that fixed. Yeah. So you shouldn't be saying stuff like this. Wait a few moments while Facebook loads. Thanks. People aren't going to wait a few seconds. They're not going to. This is attention deficit disorder, especially with moms. She might have the kid on her lap, and you know what I mean. She might be making a bottle or something, and you know what I mean. If you got her attention, or you got his attention or her attention right here, you got to get them to do something, right? So just bear that in mind. All right. Other than that, let's see here. Did I miss anything? I like this. What you need to do here is your terms and services, your privacy policy, your email policy, all that stuff has got to be here front and center. So when you start driving traffic from Facebook, they see it. I would get rid of this copyright here. So make it, what's the word I'm looking for? Put in a JavaScript here so that it goes with the year. So you're not static. So 2017 is 2018. Never want your people to think that you have an old site and it's not being updated regularly. Okay, so just double check on that. But other than that, good job. I love this. I love this kind of stuff. All right. Now, your author page. Let's go to the author page here. Excuse me, I'm still getting over some of this cold here. Why am I logged in? I should not be logged in here. I'll just have to edit that part out there because you don't need to see my login information for Amazon. All right, so let's see here. $2.99, $2.99, $2.99. Learn more. Okay, so what I would do here with this author page is this is all good and fine and dandy, but I would kind of depending on what you want to do here, with the parents want to know what's going on and what's in it for them with their children, what they're going to be looking for, what they're going to be buying. So I would be pushing this more along the lines of not so much about him, but what he wants to do for the parents, why the parents should be reading his books, why the parent should be ordering his books, but make it towards the end user. So I would kind of probably clean this up a little bit. So give the parents the incentive and a reason why they should order from you. So it's not all about you. It's not top heavy about you and what you've done and what your passions are. Make it the books passionate for parents to be able to buy it for their kids. All right, and Facebook page. I like that. Okay, so what I would do here is I would get this fan page rocking really quickly before you start to drive any traffic to it. So I would start to create some engagement posts, start targeting in with your target market, start putting in polls and surveys because you want engagement on this page. When other parents are coming here and they see no life or they don't see anything here, that might get them all sketched out, okay? Because you're on Amazon. The way you structured yourself on Amazon, the way you position yourself as an author, you need to be able to back up that credibility. So I would spend some time on your Facebook fan page here and start to build a community because you've got this as a community page. So I would spend some time here really starting to build up this community, get it going before you start to do some major selling. Other than that, I mean, you're good to go. I love the website. It's some good stuff there. I would spend some time, like I said, cleaning that website up a little bit more as far as optimization and then some of your conversion paths. I would spend a lot of time here on Facebook to build up this community, polls, surveys, ask parents their opinions. That's going to get you some major engagement. Once you do that, drive that traffic from your fan page to your website. This is not a platform for selling for this particular market. You want to sell on your website. You want to build a community here. And once you build a community here, you want to be able to survey and poll them. And that's going to let you know exactly what you need to put in the pipeline next to sell. Because let your community talk and do the dictating. And then you're going to be able to get the community input, put it onto your Amazon page, because that's going to help build out your credibility on Amazon as well. And then push all that traffic back to your website. Because at the end of the day, it's okay to sell on Amazon, but you're on somebody else's platform. You want to take as much of that traffic from Amazon and bleed it back to your own asset, to your own properties, what you own, rather than leaving it on Amazon. There's ways to do it effectively without breaking Amazon's TOS. So you just have to say to yourself, what is the path that you want to do? If you want to sell on Amazon and go heavy into Amazon, that's one thing. But if you want to sell on your own asset, you want to use your own asset and build that out, then that's a different conversion path altogether. So you can do all three, but I'll leave that up to you how you want to work that angle. Myself personally, I use Amazon as a jump board, as a springboard. And once I got some traction on there, I want to get that traffic. I want to bleed that. I want to get all that stuff back to my own property that I own. Because at the end of the day, I want to be able to build out that list, a massive list, and I want to be able to tap into that list for the next 4 or 5 years. All right. So I hope you enjoyed the critique. Nice site. Love this kind of stuff. This stuff is highly lucrative, this niche market. These verticals, highly profitable, man. I love this kind of stuff. I can't get over it. So do a good job, and you'll definitely be making a ton. And since it's your passion, it makes it all that much more better. So that being said, it's 20 minutes now into this, so I'm going to cut it out. My guys are going to clean it up, and I'll post it into the group. You guys can all check it out. Thanks. See you.